Hey everyone, I'm about to check out Arcane Series 2 Episode 6. As usual, this is just my reaction, my thinking process, the first things that come up for me. It's not any form of analysis. I know people watch these to see my perspective as a therapist, but I need some time to think about what I've seen, to process it, to think about it a bit more, to reflect on it before I can make any real decisions. So what you get here are my initial thoughts and my thinking process. So let's just get into it.
I see it now.
Isn't this, I remember, I'm sorry to be stopping already, but remember when we first get introduced to that scene where Victor and Jace are floating around and they flick something? Isn't that a bit like a sprocket like that? Holy sprockets, as Heimerdinger would say.
I can't let you leave. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry too.
Oh, he splattered him, didn't he? Well, Victor can see it. It's connected somehow to the hex.
A singularity simultaneously self-replicating and self-annihilating. Exquisite chaos.
So that's interesting. So that sounded like Jace has been taken over by something, which is funny because I think when I watched the end of the previous episode, it felt like Sallow had been taken over by something. So certainly something going on here with that. And Jace, he said Jace isn't of his own mind or something along those lines. And Skye said she thought she heard something ancient. So perhaps that's some kind of wild rune, ancient, it's really, really old. It's been around for a while, has taken over him. And there was something there about it being self-replicating and self-destructing. Oh, here we go. Self-replicating, self-annihilating, which is an interesting phrase. So it wants to grow, but also destroy itself, which I need to think about that a bit more, maybe get to know a bit more about it. And then I really like this way that Victor kind of looks at it. So his stance is very scientific, isn't it? Describing it as flawless. Looking at it with curiosity and wonder and almost complimenting it, like saying it's flawless is a bit of a compliment. But at the same time of that, understanding that whatever it is going to come with some kind of consequence. So it's beautiful, it's flawless, it's interesting, but at the same time, it can be really, really dangerous. Oh, I'm one frame off, I think. Ah, there we go. Isha. Hello, Isha. Doing a very similar kind of trigger pose. This song is just as good every time you hear it, isn't it? And sometimes I think there's something in this bit. I think we had. Is that always there? I can't remember now. Is it some kind of statue or something? I'm not sure.
Too much force exposes you to risk.
Indeed. Phantoms. Tricksters.
Wasn't Guile another Street Fighter character? He could team up with Zangief.
Tunnels in your eyes. Lava in your veins. Shadows in your heart.
I love this. Let's have a look at that. Tunnels in your eyes. It's like tunnel vision, isn't it? Really focused on the threat, which happens when you get into that kind of fight or flight response starts cascading down. Lava in your veins. So what does that mean? Feel hot? You can feel it pumping maybe. Just the oxygenated blood just moving around the body, just getting you going. Shadows in your heart. That's an interesting one. Does that mean not being overrun by emotion potentially? Like not making emotional decisions in the heat of battle? You need to turn that off. You just want to be focused and reacting and using skill.
I've discovered a fourth principle.
Of course you haven't, Bessa.
One that heightens all others. Sacrifice. The temper born of suffering. We understand it as others can.
The temper born of suffering.
We are kin.
So you have to suffer to get the right temper. We are kin, so they've suffered the same thing. Loss of death of a family member.
I hoped you might return.
You filthy traitor.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yes, but the Herald has freed me of my past self. He's given me a chance to make amends.
Oh, what'd you say back to that?
I must ask you to surrender your weapons. This is a place of peace.
She like listened to a bit of Vander there, didn't she? A little bit of Vander growl. She knew what he meant. Oh, Jinx following Fi's lead. Smart move. Oh, there's a Hexstone in those gauntlets. Is she taking it? Is that her stashing in her pocket? He's like, don't cover him up. He's welcome.
Come. He's expecting you.
What triggered Vander off there? That hissing. What's about the hissing that set him off? It must be a reminder or something. It's activated something in his memory. Maybe some kind of singed experiment. Maybe like a pressure release or something in the lab. That's a crazy big bell, isn't it?
We hear you can heal people.
Well, they've never met, have they? It's weird, isn't it? We know all these characters, but some of them haven't met each other. So Victor and Vi have never met, have they? Or Vander. In fact, Victor doesn't know any of these people. He looks so like, I'm sorry to keep stopping it, but he does this bit, look, his face, he just looks so sad, doesn't he? Like scared, sad, scared, maybe a bit ashamed actually being seen. He's pushed him out. Not Avander, though.
He is worth the risk.
Why is he worth the risk? He must have sensed some kind of warmth, caring humanity in him that it's worth trying to save. And that part, well, Singe said something, didn't he? Like, I couldn't reach the mind, or I couldn't save the mind, or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact words. And that's what this was a bit like. This was a bit like that, where Victor could reach the mind. But I love the way that the beast then kind of pushes him out. It's like the beast protecting the mind. I mean, obviously, as a trauma therapist, I could geek out here on some of that triune brain system here, but, you know, that's been pretty much debunked these days, which is actually probably a good thing in this instance, because it means that there's still likely to be some kind of connected pathways between the different parts of the brain that exist that will still have the essence of Vander, if of course we were basing this on real life science and not a world where there's magic and fish guys.
Vander's psyche is deeply entangled with that of the beast.
How did you know his name?
He told me.
Ask for a miracle healer. Get a metal fortune cookie.
I saw your
Oh,
father.
sorry, a metal fortune cookie. Is that because Victor's like made out of metal, and because he's like, fortune cookies obviously trying to tell you your fortune, but they're so generic that everything is always right that they say, or is it just means that you're just going to get some kind of something under? Yeah, maybe it's more to do with you get something that's really actually hard to figure out and understand and doesn't make much sense. In the same way that they've just seen Victor touch Vander's head and somehow through that know his mind. Like, he hasn't really explained anything there. How did you know his name? Well, he told me. It's like, well, we saw you didn't speak. So he hasn't really explained himself very well. It's very generic. But it's an interesting little like bit of sarcasm from Jinx. She's quite witty, isn't she? I quite like her for that.
His dream of your family and vision of Zone as it could have been.
Worth the
it was-
sacrifice then. Worth trying to save him.
A cookie.
Can you help him?
I will do all in my power. I have one condition.
Looks like you got a couple.
You have much to offer this commune, Powder.
Oh, what happened there? This here. Oh, is that all that? Was that it? It was just a little flash. Disappointing.
My condition is that he must be restrained at night. I've seen the harm of which he is capable.
What do you think?
You actually want my opinion? I hate fortune cookies.
We're gonna get you out of there, Vander.
I hate fortune cookies. Like, oh, we're going to listen to him then, are we? What was I just thinking? Yeah, that you actually want my opinion line. That's interesting. I wonder now if, I don't know if you remember, way back in the very early days when we were formulating powder, I loaded up the developmental trauma 7 domains and the way it affects someone in each domain. I wonder now if you went through that and you were to tick off the things that were had now improved between Jinx and Vi. So, for example, Jinx now feeling listened to, just as one example, whether you could find that in that domain and tick it off as more of a, this is something that's actively being worked on. I wonder if you went down that list and looked at all the stuff that has been worked on to some degree, how many things there would be and how much that is helping her overcome her developmental trauma. I think that'd be quite an interesting exercise to do. And something else I was thinking about was this thing about keeping Vander secured, I think he might have said. So working with people in the justice system who may pose some risk to the public. As part of my thesis, the workers I have interviewed talk about this difficulty in balancing what we sometimes refer to as welfare and risk. So it's welfare in terms of looking after the person that they're working with. So being compassionate and being understanding about where they've come from and what's happened to them. But also the worker carries some responsibility in managing risk and protecting the public, such as through external restrictive controls, such as, some of this requires deprivation of liberty, like curfews and tags and things. A bit like the decision being made here to restrain Vander at night. I've always said restrain or not seclude, but basically just keep him so he can't get out. Yeah. And Vi obviously thinks it kind of balances that welfare and risk perspective quite well. Oh, can you find me? I want to be found. I'm not hiding. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, I've got a shiver. It's been pushed out again. He's just there, look. You can see him but not reach him. Is he going to open his eyes? Oh, nearly. Does that mean he's coming through? Oh, are we getting his memories? Does that mean he's accessing them now? Benzo? Oh, they're doing the height charts. Wasn't there another height chart somewhere? I remember Caitlin kind of brushing one. Oh man, that's got to be one of my favourite songs in this whole thing I've seen. It's about my boy Vander for a start, but just the relation of the lyrics to what's going on, to the tempo change. I love that. Absolutely love that.
Do you remember them? I remember Mom's smell the most.
Smell, man. It's such a powerful scent. The amount of people who've experienced trauma that I've worked with where actually the visual image isn't actually the main thing that they remember. Very often it's sound. It's the sound of someone, a bang or a screaming or something. And quite often it's also the smell of what was going on as well. I mean, without going into too much detail, my own experience of things that I've witnessed, like things smell very specific. They have very specific smells to them sometimes, and it's very strong, very potent, and that can stay with you. On the flip side of that, nice things can stay with you. Interesting that my mind jumped straight to trauma experiences then, where actually, well, I guess it is traumatic her losing her parents, but she's talking about a scent that was actually a nice scent. So basically just strong memories, just the senses are just really heightened and things get stored and remembered. It reminds me a bit of that, what's that 21 Pilots song? Is it Stressed Out? Where he says something like, I would make a candle, I'd sell a scent of a candle, but the only other person who would buy it would be my brother, or something like that, because they both share the same memory. It's just fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
Underground utopia run by a skinny tin machine herald.
Help them out.
We?
Right, come on. Someone's going to tell me the importance of that. Was it a hummingbird or something? We get ravens, don't we? We've had butterflies. Is the hummingbird's got to mean something, right? Everything is drawn with purpose. What is a hummingbird? Is it like, I don't know, a mix of... I'm just putting stuff out my butt here. But is it a mixture of, like, the colours? You've got Vi's kind of red. She's got red streaks in her hair. You've got a bit of blue in there. Purple with Jinx and... I don't know. It's furry like Vanda. No. Oh, I'm clutching at straws. He's a big boy, isn't he?
If I may, let me speak with him.
Ready our forces for tonight. I should like to meet this herald.
More hummingbirds. That's a weird shot, isn't it? This, like, what an interesting shot that is. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. So you've got big Vanda. You got like little Vanda sat on top of his arm. You got big Vanda here. You got little Vanda. You got like little Vanda being eaten by these teeth and this nose. You've got more noses and teeth and eyes. Kind of wolf dog stuff. You got another eye here. Is there someone hiding here as well? Is this another kind of Vanda hiding? Wow. Look, there's another nose and mouth here. That is so cool. Oh, hold on. No. Someone in the comments is going to write, if you had just played it a few more seconds, you wouldn't have had to stop and start talking. So that's Sky there. Look, so Sky giving him like a hug and being with him. Oh, so maybe this is Victor here. Is this Victor coming alongside? It's because they've all got white hair. It gets a bit confusing, especially with the guys when they're this far away. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. That is one of those moments where if you just let it play a few seconds more, it would have answered your question. Well, hindsight's great, isn't it? Let's get rid of that mouse. People kick off in the comments.
You felt it, haven't you?
I've been expecting you, Doctor.
Okay.
Victor, what I wouldn't give to glimpse the world through your eyes. To know what you know. This quest led him astray of any...
Oh, we can see his daughter.
The only warmth, a dream of her woe.
Didn't she have a picture of a ballerina or something before in the background?
Knowledge is a paradox. The more one understands, the more one realizes the vastness of his ignorance.
I have to comment on that because this is like me when I read trauma research. I feel like I know so much, and without sounding big-headed, I know so much more about the trauma literature than the average person, and probably because that's the area that I really specialize in more than a lot of therapists who don't specialize in trauma, which is understandable, and so I should. But with that, you see the gaps in the literature, you see the vast unknowns, you see the heuristics that are often used that actually don't quite make theoretical sense, but are good enough to explain things to help someone understand their experience, and probably for the average person and for the use that we use them for. That's not a very good sentence. That's probably good enough because it does really help people, but you start to see the gaps everywhere when you know something really well. It's really interesting, and then you start getting like stressed because you then go on this massive quest to try and fill those gaps that are in the evidence base, but the problem is they're not there. It's seeking answers that just aren't there. It gets really, really frustrating, and you can tie yourself up in knots with it. Apex Shimmer
combined with you, the apex form of Hextech.
Okay, the Shimmer and Hex combined.
What you're suggesting would destroy him, or what?
So you can live Victor, I think he's saying,
The greed
and he can take it for his daughter.
To complete your work, to save us from ourselves.
So my daughter can as well.
Do you believe in fate, Doctor? Our paths carved before us, guided by an invisible hand.
Evolution. Nature's greatest force, forever in flux.
Evolution has a destination, but to supersede it. The final, glorious evolution. He isn't a specimen. He's a man.
Oh.
And he needs my help.
He's not like your axolotl that you had singed. He's a man. He is not a specimen.
I will not sacrifice his humanity for your cause.
It's a strong valued position to hold.
You may leave.
Very well. If you perish, this community is soon to follow.
It's a bit of a threat. But to be fair, if I was Singe and my daughter, I thought there's a chance I could bring my daughter back and save her, I would do exactly what Singed is doing. Sky wasn't there throughout the whole thing, was she? No. She had a nice trying to like kind of fade in there. To comfort Victor. Violet's so badass, doesn't she? The way she is. Love it. I love her look. Like, what's she like? This is probably a kind of. Is she? So she's got wrapped something around her arms, almost like bandages. Is that also what she's wrapped around her top? But that's not like an injury bandage, is it? Or is it? Or is it supposed? Is that just what she's wearing for fashion? Ooh. Hey, Cupcake.
On the job, I see.
You can't be here.
Here, like where I landed when this rich, unhinged mongoose just tackled me.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Mongoose.
Your hair. You look like an angry oil slick.
Mention the bandage top.
Don't sugarcoat it, Cupcake.
We tracked some sort of new chem weapon down here. A bloodthirsty, murderous beast. What are you doing here?
Trying to save my dad.
The bloodthirsty, murderous beast.
Victor believes he can save the man inside the
Look how
beast.
carving that up.
If he succeeds,
Like,
I'm afraid the
chopping a
creature's
beast up.
usefulness-
Yes?
It's Vi.
Really? I mean, they were having a nice conversation. They'd finished fighting. That's not all what it seems, I don't think. Oh, look at Jace. I've not seen Jace for a bit, actually. We know he likes to smash people around a bit, don't we? Oh.
Slippery as an eel.
How much fruit they're all eating? Is that just because they don't have much access to fruit normally?
Ever since you dropped into my life, it's like I put on glasses. Except I can't tell whether everything's blurry.
Oh wow, I can't tell. I can't tell whether everything's blurry or clear. It's like I'm not sure how things should look, or the way things have looked before are wrong. Maybe not wrong, but maybe different. Now things look different, and I can't tell which is right. What's the right way to be seeing things and whatnot? Like a perspective thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I should be looking at things. Oh, that's such an interesting line. And there's also like at the same time, there's like the light. The light's coming through, looking shiny on the eye, like she's seeing the light now. Things are clearing up. Like, that's such a cool piece of animation. Maybe I've just kind of looked into that too much. I don't. Oh, I love it. Look at that little smile, and then look, little Isha gives a little smile there. Look, just look. You can see the lips curl up. Just there. Look, the lips are curling up.
And two of Piltover's most wanted walk into a weird cult.
How have they got so close to Vanda?
Here comes the punchline.
Vi, your absence provided a vacuum I was able to fill.
Manipulator.
In other circumstances, I might have offered you a position in my organization.
Be honest. Even if it means telling a self-righteous windbag that her breath smells like a cess. Still haven't quite cracked that one. But being tied up sure helps. Just shut.
She can.
the
And she got
fuck
handcuffs on because she's got out them before with Echo, hasn't she? Which I'm guessing she learned how to do from Stillwater. So she's probably. She's free. Yeah! Knew it. What's that?
Fissures are blocked by guard towers. Patrols circle the commune at even interval.
Big distraction.
Whatever you do,
Caitlin was shrugging like, what do you want me to do?
underestimate.
I have a plan. You're not gonna like it. Hope I was worth your time.
it's like he's... Do you remember when I freeze framed it in the last one and you could see, I think it was like at Salo, and he looked like this like android thing here. So he's looking at this guy. So that must be how, is that how Jace is seeing them? Like they're not real because they've been healed by Victor? Possibly. Maybe this is that, what was it said at the beginning? It's I can't remember the words, like self-annihilating, self-growing, self-replicating and self-annihilating. Maybe this is how it's gonna self-annihilate. He doesn't want to go through that again. Oh, he's come round. Is he plugged into? Is this how he recharges and sleeps? Is that how he's connected to everyone?
Sent me. I'm going to get you out of here.
Your death will be a deep cut.
Oh, I love that wink. Okay, the music's starting. It's going to be a fight. Oh, I'll tell you what, that looked close. Look at him. We go back. Oh, look. That is almost getting her hair. Woo. Oh, no, it does get her hair. Look, it actually cuts her hair off. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Ooh, that's close. There's always someone bigger though, isn't there?
Don't touch my daughter.
That reminds me a bit kind of off topic, but in Planet of the Apes where Caesar the first time goes, no! Love that moment, because we chills every time. Let's see him go through that window again. Come on, Caitlin, get in for the group hug. How's this going to react to this? Everyone's getting back together. See.
I swear it.
Has he just... I'm not going to say it because someone will go, if you just wait a minute, you'll see. Another roof. Blown up. Oh, come on. It's a sprocket. So he's kind of connected to them all. Are they mourning or dying? Oh, no, not again. God, they've got to watch this again. Oh, I've got to watch this again. Oh man, he's in so much pain. He's enraged. It's still alive, but just
I
enraged.
understand now. The message hidden within the pattern. The reason for our failures in the commune. It's inescapable. Humanity. Our very essence. Rage. Compassion. Hate. Two sides of the same coin. Inextricably bound.
And one side of the sprocket was all coloured, one wasn't, I think, wasn't it? Is that the coin? Metaphor for it, anyway. I don't want to pause it.
Is also the cause of our greatest evil.
Oh, I've got mega shivers. That's going to be it, isn't it? That's going to be it. Man, my heart is absolutely thumping. Whoa. That thing that Victor was saying at the end, that sounds very much like this idea of doing the right things for the wrong reasons, or doing the wrong things for the right reasons. And I know when I did my Strome reaction, people commented that it was interesting that I chose a coin metaphor, and that's a metaphor that I personally use, and it's really well known in the acceptance and commitment therapy kind of therapist community. It's a really well known metaphor to explain that the things that mean the most to you, the things that are meaningful and valued, are also the things that cause you the most pain. That is so true, and it's just something that comes part of being human. And then Jace looks like he was going to go on a bit of a rampage, goes to splat the child, but then has that probably some kind of memory in there that says you did this before. That's why we have guilt, isn't it? It's the function of guilt, is to remind us of things that we've done that made us feel bad, because they were bad things to do according to our value system. Obviously, killing a child is bad. And he stops, and then he kind of comes to, and then the child leads him, and the child takes him by the hand and takes him to Victor. Is that because the child is thinking, this guy, he can save you, he can sort your head out, so you're not trying to squish us all? But then when he's with Victor, he takes him out, because I guess he's still like, I need to destroy Hex. That's what we need to do. In fact, that's what you want to do, Victor. You want to destroy Hex. You asked me to do it because you couldn't, but you are now like the embodiment of Hex. So I've got to take you out. It's like that coin thing, then, isn't it? Like, I want Victor, but I also need to get rid of the Hex. But they're entangled, and I can't do one without the other. I can't destroy one without also taking out the other. Oh gosh, what this is a complete mind f. I'm still trying to process all the Vander stuff. Like, there's just so much in my mind right now. I can't. There's not enough space. Think about Isha. Is that some kind of self-sacrifice there? You know, it's quite. Is she killed Vander? She was really close. Is she kind of taken herself out? I mean, she shot Vander, like under the chin, and it had a similar animated graphic, that kind of blue flashing to Isha. But then you also saw that blue graphic everywhere. Did she know it was going to be that powerful? I mean, she put 3, one from each gauntlet, so I'm guessing, and the one that Jinx had. She put 3 in there. It's a bit like, did she know it was going to be that powerful? Is it a bit like when Powder had the monkey bomb? She didn't probably realise the impact it was going to have. I mean, I'm guessing they aren't all dead. Oh man, what was she even thinking? I need to think about this a bit more. But my what's my initial thought process? Is it about protecting Jinx because of the relationship she's built up with her, and she's, you know, the most important person in the world? You've got that graphic of them spending all that time and connecting and that. And if she loses Jinx, then essentially she has nothing. So she's willing to sacrifice herself. Stay away, moth. Or is it more to do with what Jinx stands for? You know, like when she's in the, what do you call it? Murals? They're not murals of the person still alive, are they? They're kind of graphics. They were painted on the wall. You had like Vanda and Jinx. So maybe, is there like a protecting a greater good, a greater idea and concept here that could potentially help a lot of people? But then, would a child even understand that? Would a child understand that that's a thing? That's a concept to have? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I look forward to discussing this in the stream. End of act. I've got no idea. So we've only got 3 episodes left. I don't even know where this could go now. Is there going to be another time skip? I don't know. So much has happened. I feel like I need to watch the whole thing again. Yeah, I hope you like that. And again, what an episode. I don't know what else to say. What more do you want from me? Right. See you later.